So I'm sure by now most of you have seen the new trailer for GOROD KROVI, our new zombies map for DLC 3. And since I did my full breakdown, you guys in the comments have been telling me some of the things I missed. After having a deeper look into this myself, this trailer actually holds quite a few small but significant secrets and things that you may have missed or might not know about that Treyarch have added in. And today, I thought to collect all of this information up, put it into this one video to help you guys out, and that is why we have the top 5 things you may have missed within GOROD KROVI. Hopefully this video helps you out, since on my last top 5 we did so well with the like ratings. If we could try and surpass 3,000 likes, it's a big one, but I believe in you guys. Anyway, here we go, enjoy. So coming in at number 5, because there are so many things within here that are going to be important to zombies and our storyline, I thought for number 5 I'm going to start off showing you guys all of the main features we can see we have in this map. So it seems like we have 3 new special types of zombies, or should I say robots. First one is this electrified zombie you see crawling through the map. Its insides look like they don't exist. I mean, when I first saw this I thought it was the freaking Terminator or something, but you can see that its eyes are blue compared to our other zombies in this map, they are red. So there's definitely something different about this zombie, whether it's someone else controlling it, whether its eyes are blue just because of the electricity, we don't know. As we move on, our second special zombie is wearing a Russian mech suit. On its left hand is a sickle, but on its right hand seems to be a gun. What it exactly shoots out of that is unclear. Electricity, 115, we don't know, but these guys definitely look tough, but I wouldn't say they're too difficult since there seems to be 2 of them on the map at the same time. Then again, we have the Margwars and we could have hundreds of them, but who knows. And we also have the robots, created by Group 935. Once again, it seems like these guys shoot out electricity. And wait, what? They're flying? What year is this? I thought this was 1945. So there we go, we have 3 special types of zombies. We also have a few new weapons. The first one is the Ray Gun Mark III. I've already done a full video on this if you want to check it out. I will link it in the description. You can see the Mark III is going to be a dual-wielded ray gun. You see later on in the trailer when Dempsey is holding them, he seems to either have an upgraded version, but the ray guns don't look the same as when he got them out of the box. Or if they are, it seems like both of them do different things, which means combining them together could lead to something awesome. We also have the wicked PPSH returning, and if you actually go onto Call of Duty's Instagram, we have a couple more weapons you can see within the trailer which aren't really too interesting as they're in multiplayer, but if you go onto Call of Duty's Instagram, you can see they feature a weapon on there that they never show in the normal trailer. I'm going to show it you on screen now. I can't remember the name, but it is in multiplayer. However, you can only see it if you go onto their Instagram, so a nice little tip for you guys. In DLC 3, we know by now we are going to have dragons, but it seems like our characters are also going to be able to ride them. And from what we know from the ciphers we've had, we are going to be able to control these Group 935 war machines. We can see we have the Soviet robots, the giant mechanical robots around the map that have been built by the Russians to fight against what Group 935 has, which are the dragons, and we know they had robots over in Origins. We've seen a few perks returning, but no new ones. We've seen Speed Cola, Quick Revive, Stamina Up, just the retro ones that we're used to seeing so far. No Widow's Wine or no new perk. And then going back to new weapons, we have the Zombie Shield returning, but this time it looks different. Themed especially for this map, it also looks like it has a new ability. Apart from being able to boost forward into the zombies just like the rocket thrust from Shadows of Evil, it also now lets off a dragon mist. So it's going to be interesting to see what that does. And then finally we have the Thunder Fist, although that's not exactly what it calls. It reminds me of the Thunder Fist we had in Origins. It looks like our special weapon in DLC 3, just like the Ragnaroks, the swords and Shadows of Evil. In GOROD KROVI, we're going to be getting some type of Thunder Fist that allows us to smash our way through the zombies. There are a few other things within the trailer, but I really don't see them as new or that important that I need to point them out for you guys. I'm sure you've seen half of this stuff already. There's a good compilation for you guys, but let's get straight into the secrets. And at number 4, we have our dead dragon. Now, I've already done a full video on this explaining what this could mean, but we see around the map we have multiple dragons, 3 or 4, that were released by Division 9, but we see one of them lying dead in the map. Now, we know from a cipher we had in Zetsuba no Shima, it tells us of the 4 test subjects highlighted in Report 44, that one of the brothers, meaning this dragon, one of the dragons has died in the battle, and we see it hidden quite carefully within the trailer. We see its head and then its body in multiple shots, but you see here its insides seem to be ripped out. It has a massive gaping hole in it, so it's going to be interesting to see how this dragon has died. Have the Soviet robots and these dragons from Group 935 been battling against each other trailer, and in this instance, the Soviet robot won and has put a massive gaping hole inside of the dragon and killed it. It's also going to be interesting to see if this dragon's dead when we first come into the map, or if this is part of an Easter egg. Coming in at number 3, we have Belinsky Square. Now, the first time I saw this, I totally looked over it. I thought, Belinsky, okay, and I moved on. But then I realised that Belinsky is Nikolai's surname, Nikolai Belinsky. Now, the sign looks that it's attached onto a bus or a tram that has crashed through the fountain, so it's possible that this area isn't in fact called Belinsky Square, and maybe that's an area that the tram was going to, but it's also possible that this is the area called Belinsky Square. But what does this mean? Well, we know Nikolai during World War II worked his way up through the ranks, and he became notorious for killing his wives. This made him more famous, he was loved by the people of Russia, and killing the next man in line, he made his way almost to the top. In fact, that far that Stalin himself even became scared or worried about Nikolai. He became worried that he might become more popular than him, and so eventually Stalin just decided, you know what, I'm going to get rid of this guy, I'm going to throw him on the front lines and just make it seem as if he never existed. But during the time that Nikolai was at the top, it's likely as he was being worshipped by the people that he had a square named after him. Or at least that's the only reason I could think of. Obviously, this is something significant. This is related to Nikolai himself, but why does he have a whole square named after him? Did he own this place? Did he used to live here? I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Coming in at number 2, this one is very controversial. A few people have pointed this out, and I have to agree, but on top of the building where Nikolai is looking, sticking out, there seems to be an object that really doesn't fit in with everything else, and in fact, that looks very similar to the staffs we had in Origins. But that wouldn't make sense, or would it? If I had to pick one, I would say it looks most similar to the ice staff, but if that's the case, why is it here? Why is it not in Origins? Now, one little theory I had is we know that Maxis created these staffs in Origins as replicas. He couldn't find the originals, and so created these replicas over in Origins. I was thinking, what if this one, sticking out of the roof, for some odd reason, is one of the originals that Maxis never could find? If this is a staff, could it somehow relate to the Easter egg? I don't think we're going to be getting it in this map, but as we've seen so far, we've seen quite a few links to Origins. Or maybe this is just a nice little Easter egg that Trek have added in to tease us once again about these stuffs. Let me know what you think. But coming in at number 1, now I believe this was first seen by Dalek himself, so credit to him because this is quite a difficult find. But right at the end of the trailer, when our characters are about to ride off into the sunset on the back of our dragons, you see there is a statue. And this statue looks very similar to the statues of the premise. Our 4 original characters, Richtof and Takio, Nikolai and Dempsey. But you only notice there is one. There is just one statue. If I had to say who this is, it would make sense for it to be Nikolai since this is his map. But then again, I also believe that this could be a statue of Richtofen, but this looks like a statue of our original characters. We saw statues of them in the underground tomb in Origins. Once again, we have so many Origins links here. We are now seeing their statues appear once again in GOROD KROVI, but this time it only seems like there is one. Who is this, Nikolai or Richtofen? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. But there we go, guys. Hopefully you have enjoyed the video. This was my top 5 things you may have missed within the new DLC 3 trailer. I really hope this has helped you all out. It's taken me quite a bit of time to find all of this and just pick the best ones, because you know what, we don't want no lame ass videos around here. If you found out something new today, drop a like rating. It only takes 2 seconds. Thank you so very much. Remember to subscribe for more daily zombies videos, and of course I will see you in the next one. Thank you guys. I will see you tomorrow.